15 seconds to get the job done. How far can they get with these 300-pound bags? And look at this, fighting for every inch. Time!
Man, Paul, that is just the most tiring. It has to be the most tiring of the bunch. I think just fatigue, endurance, that one has to be the one.
There's nothing quite like a heavy sandbag medley carry event. Really just drains the soul right out of you while you're doing it. And we saw, once he dropped it here on the far end, it's like your hopes and dreams come crashing down with that bag, because once you drop it at that point, there's very slim chance it's gonna come back up into your lap, because the hammies are toast, the back is toast, your arms are a mess. So once it hits the floor, it takes something special to get it back up and running.
Yeah, that is just, when you're facing that 300-pound bag, the thought of lifting that up again, it seems too much.
Big shout out to our staff here. Thank you so much for all your hard work getting these bags reset. And thank God for dollies. Our next two competitors, heat number 6, lane 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Hash. And in lane number 2, Cameron St. Aman.
And Paul, when they're going hard on that deadlift, we talked about it before, you're holding this with your arms, but really it's your legs that are starting to burn the most, that just make it to where you can't move forward. They're ready, they're reloaded. Let's get them going.
Athletes ready, judges ready.
We might need some PD to get a speed radar. That's breaking the speed limit right there.
We may need to get a fire extinguisher. I saw sparks coming off of his shoes here.
Wow.
Oh my Lord, he is on to the 300 already.
Big 300,
Look
can I
at
get a
this.
check?
Phenomenal power. What an incredible display. 30 seconds to go. Will he be the first man to finish the
He's
course?
going all the way. He's going all the way.
And he's done it. I can't believe what we are witnessing here. With 10 seconds to go, can he be the second man to finish the course?
Let's get another heat check.
Hey!
Wow, wow. That is the first time we saw the 300 make it across.
You know, it might be hot in here, but I got chills up my spine from watching that performance. He made it to the 300-pound bag at about the 25-second mark, and then smoked the course even with that one. Unbelievable.
Hey, we need to catch our breath after that one, right? Man. Let's get ready for the next contestants. Coming out, we have Andrew, Burton, and Peter Uhas. We're gonna do it again, folks. The show keeps going.
Looks like Brian Shaw and Halfthor standing here. Look at the size of these guys. Athletes ready, judges ready.
There they go, quick out of the gate.
And look at that move. He kind of straddled the cone on the way back there.
Kind of did a little shimmy on that cone there.
Yeah, luckily he was able to keep his footing.
There's nothing you can put in these contestants' way that'll make them stop. Nothing.
So lane 1 with a slight lead. Burton slightly ahead, but let's see if he can keep that lead on the final 300-pound bag.
300 time.
30 seconds remain. Here he comes. He's almost there. And he makes a dive for it.
Oh! They got to get it across the line, though.
Oh, my Lord.
They got to get it across the line there. Time.
Full dedication. Look at that.
Are y'all kidding me? Did we just see some of the world's strongest firefighters dive with a 300-pound bag? That's like 600 pounds flying.
That move's illegal in baseball. I mean, my God, they went head first.
My gosh. You do not, can you imagine standing in the way of that dive? Basically, it's going to cut you in half. I mean, you do not want to be in that spot.
All right, folks, here we go. Lane 1, Idolfonso Nieves. Lane 2, Nathan Warfel. Athletes ready. Judges ready.
First bag.
And
Nathan
look
is
at
flying.
this, going to the shoulder.
Going for the shoulder. Maybe some strategy there, saving the grip.
That is an interesting maneuver. The judges haven't called it, so I assume it's legal.
And we're getting to 300 quick here.
And Nathan on to the 300.
Oh, he's rounding that corner. Let's make some noise. Let me get a heat check.
20 seconds to go.
Oh!
Nathan finishes. Here comes Idolfonso. Let's get behind
Make some
him.
noise. And he goes.
Time.
All right, as we get the bags reset, you know what's coming next. Our world's strongest firefighter from 2022 and runner-up. Give it up for Daniel Macho Camacho. Give it up for Mongo. Here we go. Small little flip there.
Come on.
Athletes ready. Judges ready.
This is about to be a showdown between Macho and Mongo.
Neck and neck in the early goings on to the second bag. 250 pounds pulled into lap into the midsection. Moving well down the course in both lanes. They are rounding the cone. Again, we have a dead heat. Camacho just about a foot ahead. Now we find out who is going to make it happen with this 300-pound sandbag. 30 seconds remain.
Let me
Who
get a
can
heat
dig deeper?
check.
Who can get all the way past the line?
Oh, too easy. Too
And
easy.
they have done it.
Brooks, too easy. Too easy.
Once again showing why they are champions.
That was ridiculous.
Insane strength. They were so close throughout the entire course of the race. And then Mongo was able to sneak ahead. Once they got to that 300-pound bag, he was able to deal with the fatigue just a little bit better, and that's all it took for him to get the edge and get across the line first.
For sure. Brooks and Camacho showing why last year it came down to the wire. Unbelievable. That's Macho and Mongo. All right, folks, we're going to get things set up for the next event. Sit tight. The show goes on.
live.pro. You can check out the live stream. They'll have the buttons, everything labeled there for you to go check that out. Some of the earlier action was not on there, but it was all recorded. So tell your friends at home, if they want to go back and check out that action, it will be available on the replay in its entirety when that comes up.
I'm sure Paul will see on YouTube firefighter with 300 bag flying through the air somewhere on the video. So y'all be able to find that for sure.
Anybody get a good shot of that when they just dove for the finish line? Hopefully somebody got that.
So from what I hear next, we have the axe hold. Walk us through a little bit. This sounds like a torture activity more than a competition. What is this?
Well, let's have a look, shall we? I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these anyway.
This is the real thing, y'all. This is not a lighter, hollowed out one that Paul, just so we can pick it up.
I'm gonna ask my man right here. Can you touch the end of that and verify that is in fact metal?
Real steel.
Look at this. So they have to hold this thing. I don't think I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna have to set my mic down here.
Paul's being humble. Paul could. I saw him in the back, but you know.
Got about 3 seconds out of me there. So they have to hold this out front with the arms extended as long as possible. The referee's going to be watching for the position. They can't raise it too high. They can't raise it too low. It's got to be out front and held there at arm's length. If the arms start to bend, oh, we're going to the side. I'm informed now this is a side hold. So that's even worse. They got to put this out to the side, one in each hand.
Oh, I got to tell you, I wouldn't trade places with these guys right now. That just seems grueling, holding the axe out just relentlessly. But hey, I'm sure for some of y'all that have company officers that don't like to get their hands dirty, you just stand there with the axe and you go, I'm just waiting for them to grab it. You know what I mean? We know how it is, so they got to be ready, you know?
So you see this elaborate setup we're getting set up here behind us. Dom, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not sure what in the world they're doing with these boards. I'm going to ask Gabby here. Gabby.
Paul, I'm pretty sure, yeah. See,
Gabby,
what are those?
Can you give us some insight here? I'm trying to get as much information about this event as possible. Are we tying these guys to these boards? What are we doing here?
I think they wish they would be tied to the board. No. So the point is for them to stand against the board, they have to lean their back as well as the bottoms against the board. They cannot lean forward because that would give them an advantage of holding up those axes. So it's going to be very, very crucial to watch them from the side and the front. And you guys are going to see it. Their shoulders are going to get burned out because they are going to do this for time. As long as they can hold it up. That's the point.
Wow, so this is going to be incredibly painful. A lot of endurance in the shoulders. Thank you, Gabby. I appreciate that. A little bit of insight into what this event's going to be like.
Paul, we got a competitor from last year, Marcus Waugh. Maybe he can give us some insight as what's that going to feel like when you're holding those two axes out there. Marcus, let us know. What are they going through?
It's definitely a mental more than physical because they're going to be out there and their delts are going to be screaming. But at this point in time, it's going to be mind over matter. They got to hold it out there as long as they can. Just to know that we're put on a great show for these fans out here, and it's going to be absolute mayhem.
And Marcus Waugh, I'm telling you, he was a top contestant. You might have thought, is that Kevin James just much thicker? You know, are we talking King of Queens just bigger? No, this is Marcus Waugh, one of the world's strongest firefighter on the planet. So when I'm stuck inside and I see someone come through, I want it to be Marcus. So thanks, Marcus. We'll get you out here for some more. Another big shout out, if you look over yonder to Lobos Tequila, big shout out for Lobos for supporting the event. Thank you, Lobos, for your support for tequila. When I drink tequila, I feel supported at the moment. The next day, I don't feel supported, but it's a good time nonetheless. So big shout out. We're gonna get ready to start here again. Y'all, are y'all having a good time? Can you let the rest of the exhibition know that, can we get a heat check? Hey, we're getting ready for the last two events. Y'all, they're gonna be holding this axe. Can I get a heat check? All right, we're getting ready, Paul. We're just set to announce our next group coming out and get ready to get things going.
We're going to bring our ladies out first. So the ladies going lane 1, Laura Moran. Lane 2, Julianne Durante.
Round of applause. I got anyone out there from gym is iron therapy? Anyone from gym is iron therapy? That's Julianne's home gym. Let's make some noise.
Officials, make sure you have the right athlete in the right lane, please. All right. We're going to get these athletes positioned. When the referees are happy with the position of the athletes, I'll call for axes up and then blow the whistle. Okay. Axes up!
And they're getting in place and they're up. And you got to take yourself mentally, Paul, somewhere else for this axe hold. You got to leave the exhibition and go somewhere far away and just lock in.
Now you see the arms beginning to shake. You can see the vibration going through those axes. That's when the fatigue is starting to set in. You'll see the expression on the face start to change. They've got to go to their happy place in their mind to be able to deal with the discomfort of this challenge.
And they're still holding it there.
And look at the grit and determination. You can see the pain on their faces.
And we got one down and down. Round of
And he's
applause.
ecstatic. Look at that.
Well done. I'll tell you what, well done. That is just brutal, Paul. Thank God we have hooks to hang those on the wall or post those on the apparatus. That is not feasible to have a human just holding the axe there. Unbelievable.
So now we're going to add some weight for the men. We had 15-pound axes before. Now we're taking it to 25. That's 50 total pounds held at arm's length.
Paul, tell me a little bit, where are you feeling the most pain here? For those in the audience that have never held an axe out for minutes at a time, where's that starting to hurt on the body?
Well, Dom, if you put your arm back out there again, let's look at the lever here. The weight's all the way out on the end of this lever, and right here is your fulcrum. That deltoid muscle is going to be the first one to feel that and really start to burn. That sensation's going to travel down the arm, through the bicep, into the forearm, the hand, and the wrist as you're holding that. But those shoulders are going to be the primary factor in how long you can hang on.
Can I put my arm down now?
Yes.
That's hard enough, just the arm there.
All right, let's get our athletes positioned. We are now going 4 at once. I'm going to call them out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have John Pipis. We have Harry Walker. We have Andrew Morales and Casey Shu.
Everyone's ready to go. Keep an eye on everyone. We got...
Okay. Looks like we are set and ready. I'm going to call for axes up, and then I'll blow the whistle. Make sure your athletes are positioned. Axes up!
And they're getting out. They're no strangers to holding this axe, including my guy Harry, Vegas Valley Veterans Hand Crew on the saw team. It's nothing for him to hold tools. They may never put these down, folks. They may hold these forever. We may have to go, who knows, but
I'm a little worried for our photographer here. If one of those axes comes down, it's going to cleave right through his camera.
Yeah, watch those axes. Their minds are made up. They're holding these axes until the show is over. That's it.
So if you want to try this at home, I recommend using something a little friendlier than an axe. Get yourself about 4 gallons of milk in each hand and then hold them out to arm's length.
Let's make some noise as they hold on. Let's make some noise.
And look at that, these guys
wow.
are approaching the 1 minute mark.
Round of applause for, oh my gosh, these last 4, they were pushing the line right there.
All right, our next heat will feature, introducing first, Mike McGowan. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Cole. Please welcome Olivier Delanier.
I see dust.
And please welcome Joseph Voiles.
And Mike coming out of Palm Beach County, his favorite Arnold. Where's the Palm Beach County at? Make some noise, come on. Palm Beach County, just a short drive away. He's gonna need you on this, Palm Beach. He's gonna need y'all.
Referees carefully getting the athlete's position. I'll call for axes up and then I'll blow the whistle. Axes up!
I tell you, a lot of the contestants said their favorite Arnold movie was Predator, and this is a Predator type thing that would happen in that movie where you're just holding the axe, you can't move, you know the Predator's coming in. I think we're gonna see a long hold here, Paul.
I think you are right. These guys look phenomenal here in the early goings. Pretty soon you're going to see the pain start to set in. You'll see the expressions on the faces getting very interesting. They'll be turning a few shades of red while they're fighting against the weight of those axes to keep them extended at arm's length and to hold longer than their competition.
And Palm Beach, they need you now, Palm Beach, if you're gonna make some noise. Make some noise. We got 1 down, make some noise, y'all. We gotta keep it going, make some noise.
And look at this, we have one gentleman still going. And he finally finished.
Wow.
I believe he surpassed, I don't have the official time, I believe he surpassed 1 minute there on the end.
Not official record, but I think it's as good as gold coming from you, Paul.
Just to get to 30 seconds is grueling enough. If you get to 45, I'll tell you what, you probably got a pretty high score. But to break that 1 minute mark, that is something special.
We're getting ready to bring out our next 4 here. We're getting the axes situated here. There's a lot of careful placement before the axes get raised here. Now, everyone, when you start to see their arms shaking on the axe, you got to make sure you give them some noise to let them know you want them to keep holding it up, all right? So We're gonna get ready. We got Zach Hash. We got Cameron St. Amand. We have Andrew Burton. And we have Peter Uhas.
All right, I will say axes up, and then I will blow the whistle. Here we go. Axes up!
And they're up.
And again, the judges are going to be watching to make sure that the axes are held out at arm's length, that the elbows aren't bending too much, that the axes aren't going too high, that the axes aren't going too low. The shoulders and the buttocks have to stay against the post. The feet have to stay in place behind the blue line.
And we're seeing some shaking going now. We are going to get a heat check, but not yet. We're going to call it right at the right time when they need the most support. And I'm feeling it right now. Can we get a heat check? Come on, y'all. Can we get a heat check?
We're approaching the 55-second mark.
Oh, they're pushing it. They refuse to lose. Round of applause to the last four.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our final heat in the axe hold event. Lane 1, Idolfonso Nieves. Lane 2, Nathan Warfel. Lane 3, Brooks Larkin. And Lane 4, Daniel Camacho.
And we're about to get started here. Brooks, are you pumped up for this?
I'm pretty pumped.
Nathan, you ready?
Hey, let's go, baby.
All right, we got some big heavy hitters out here. We got the former champ, number 1 and number 2. Paul, when you're ready, we're gonna get this hold and we're gonna give them another heat check so the whole exhibition center can hear.
All right, judges, get your athletes in position. I'm gonna call for axes up and then I'll blow the whistle. Axes up!
And axes are up. Once again, this is an inconvenient way to store your axes, folks. Having a human being just hold the axe, you know, it's tough, but these folks are doing it.
And you know, if they weren't heavy enough by themselves, we added weight to the bottom of these bad boys. 25 or more pounds in each hand, held out at arm's length again, that we talked about the leverage of what that feels like when you have that held out in an extended arm rather than close to the body. The deltoid muscles at the shoulders are going to be on fire first. The fatigue is going to spread down the arm, through the biceps, into the forearms and the hand.
And we need a heat check right now. Let me get a heat check. Let them know you want them to keep going. Let's go. Keep going. Brooks and Nathan holding it. They're not letting it down. Brooks ain't letting it down. Round of applause for these last four.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Nathan Warfel. He just got done with the axe hold event. Hey, I'll hold the mic for you so you don't have to raise your arm again here. What did that event feel like, and how do you feel about your performance?
Oh man, this whole show's so quick. You know, we're moving through these events so quick. Event number 3, holding that thing up there, I was feeling it from the beginning, you know? But it's just a mind over matter thing, man. I closed my eyes a couple times. Hopefully I, did well and held out for it, man. I'm coming for it. I'm coming for it,
So Nathan, you did very well on yesterday's events. I believe you actually ended at the top yesterday for those 4 events. How do you feel about today's events versus yesterday's events?
You know, to be honest with you, I think yesterday suited me a little bit more. But, I'm carrying that momentum over from yesterday into today. And just keep the speed with me, keep the momentum, and keep rolling, man. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for the last event, and I'm ready to win this thing. So let's do it.
All right, Nathan, thank you for joining me. Best of luck in the rest of the competition. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for him, folks.
Legend, bro. And we got Marcus here. So Marcus, if y'all don't remember, y'all are just joining us. One of the strongest firefighters from last year was sidelined due to an Achilles injury. But Marcus, tell us, at this point, as you're through your 3rd event, most likely you competed yesterday, what are you feeling as far as fatigue? What's going through the heads of some of our firefighters right now?
Once again, it's right now it's mind over matter. These guys are tired, they're dehydrated. A couple guys from yesterday said they lost about 15 pounds after that first series of events. So right now they're trying to get as much fluids as they can in them, some quick sugar to get the insulin spike to get them ready for the next event. Right now it's who wants it more.
So a lot of mental going into this. What are you telling yourself back there as you prepare for this last event, which is going to be the Hydrant stack? I mean, what place do you have to get to in order to finish strong here and come out as the world's strongest firefighter?
What's fantastic about the service that we do for our communities is that we go into dangerous situations all the time. So what they are feeling right now is that this is fun. Right now they're having a great time building that camaraderie with the other guys competing today, and it's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood, it's a family back there, and whatever they go through on a day-to-day basis when it comes to their citizens of their communities going through the worst part of their life when they get called, this speaks to as a testament to these guys and their commitment to their communities, to the fire departments, and to each other.
You bring up a good point. Some of these competitors might have to work tomorrow or the day after. I mean, they're not going to get much rest. This is not their full-time gig. So, I mean, they're going to work right after this. They're going to be sore. So, like you said, unbelievable. Any words of wisdom or anything as a former competitor for those that can hear you, stuff you want to let them know to push through?
Right now, just let it all hang out. This is a blast in front of a great crowd at the Arnold Expo, which is one of the biggest in the country and in the world. And right now, just have fun and ball out.
Thanks, Marcus. Paul, I see a hydrant, and for any of my firefighters out there, the most scary thing about a fire hydrant is not lifting it up. It's having to go test all the fire hydrants, right? Can I get it? All my firefighters know. Hydrant testing is like, all right. So that's what I'm thinking of when I see this hydrant. I want to go hide somewhere. I don't want to be testing these. But these are not your average fire hydrant. These are special fire hydrants.
So as you can see, I'm going to try to tilt this back without breaking my leg here. On the bottom of this, there is additional weight added to this thing because for some reason we thought they weren't heavy enough by themselves. We had to make them even heavier because this isn't the world's kind of strongest firefighter. This is the world's strongest firefighter. So we made these things even heavier than usual, and they're gonna have to load these up on these high platforms, 48-inch platforms. I mean, I'm about 6'1", that's up to my chest, and they've got to get those bad boys up on top of the platform, Dom.
And this thing, Paul, I mean, it's one thing to do a power clean and get weight up. This is awkward. This doesn't seem natural. You got stuff pressing into your arms, you know, how do you even strategize for something like this?
You say a prayer and hope for the best, Dom. Listen, this thing has so many nooks and crannies. It has so many different shapes, so many different parts that protrude on it. It has edges. They're not really sharp, but they're enough to dig into your skin while you're trying to lift this. There is no comfortable way to lift this. This is not a barbell by any stretch of the imagination. It's as far away from that as possible, as you can even imagine. The weight is not distributed evenly. This thing can turn and twist on you as you try to lift it. It's not symmetrical, it's not balanced. This is what strongman sport is all about.
This seems like a fitting last event for, you know, what's been a crazy ride, and it all comes down to this. I know we're gonna tally some scores coming up. We are gonna give an update on scores, so we'll go tally some scores, and we'll go raise some money for charity.
Absolutely, now would be a great time to bring out the boots, if we got them.
So if y'all see the boot coming around, please donate once again. We support charities. We're here to support different charities for funds that go to firefighters and their families. There's a booth over there. You can get a t-shirt. They'll be bringing the boot, the t-shirt around. We're gonna get ready for this last event. There's a lot of people out there in the exhibition. We gotta let them know that it's going down here. So I'm gonna ask y'all to get loud 2 more times especially. But right now, I need y'all to dig deep and let the whole exhibition know that the last event is getting ready to come up. So again, y'all know what time it is. Can I get a heat check? Y'all heard that at the exhibition. Wherever you are here, whether you're drinking Celsius, hanging with the wolf pack, you're chasing Thor, it's going down here shortly for the final event. We're gonna give you some scores so y'all know where everyone's at and what's riding on the line for this last event.
Now, Dom, I know we talked about the charity organizations and we talked about the boot being passed around, but there's one more donation that I want to talk about that everybody can get involved with here, and that is to buy your favorite firefighter a shot of Lobos tequila at the end of the show. So make sure to find your favorite firefighter, hook them up with our boys over here at Lobos. Raise your hands over there. There they are. Much love to our friends, Lobos Tequila.
That's a down payment on a good time right there. That's a one-way ticket. Any tequila drinkers out there? You don't have, you know, I know you'd be like, yeah, right here, you know. I know, it hurts the next day. All right, we're gonna get those scores together and we'll update you guys here shortly.
So Dom, guess what I have here? I have our updated scores. Before we get into that, I want to take a moment. John, step this way a little bit if you would. Come on over here. I'm not going to make you go too far. Hey, so this is John Penley, a member of our, one of many members of our terrific medical team that helps keep the athletes up and running in between all of these insane events. John, thank you and the whole team for being here, working on these athletes all weekend. We appreciate you so much. Anything you want to say to the people here?
Well, you know, we've all competed in the same events, and we're just here to serve.
Well, John, glad to have you as always. Big thank you to everybody there in the back that can't be seen on the stage right now. Thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate you. The athletes appreciate you. God bless you for being here.
Not possible without this team here. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. Again, a lot of these firefighters show up fresh off of work. ready to lift. But let's talk about that paper, because I thought maybe that was like a transfer. You know, I transferred assignments and you were trying to dangle it over my head. But what do we have there?
Here's what we have. Currently with 14 points, Julian Durante. With 15 and a half points, Trevor Cole. 17 and a half points, Jan Pipis. 18 and a half points, Lauren Moran. 19 and a half points, Andrew Morales. 22 points, Mike McGowan. 25 points, last year's champion, Daniel Camacho. 25 and a half points, Olivier Delonier. 27 points, Joseph Voiles. 27 and a half points, we're now in our top 8 here, Peter Uhas. 28 and a half points, Casey Shu. 29 and a half points, Harry Walker. 33 and a half points, Zach Hash. Your top 5, currently in 5th place, 38 and a half points, Ildefonso Nieves. In 4th place currently, actually tied for 3rd place. We have a tie for 3rd here, 41 points, Brooks Larkin and Cameron St. Amand.
And our top 2?
Our top 2 currently in 2nd place, 42 and a half points, Nathan Warfel. We got a few Nathan fans in the house. And currently in 1st place with 46 and a half points, Andrew Burton.
So some tight spreads there, and a lot can happen here in this hydrant portion of the, what I would say is a torturous competition. A lot can happen here, but that is some interesting standings right there.
This event can shake things up completely. It's so hard to predict due to the unpredictable nature of these implements. Again, if you're familiar with some of these guys, you probably know how good they are at deadlifting. You probably know how good they are at overhead pressing. We don't know how good they are at lifting fire hydrants. You don't have this at the local gym, right? This is something very foreign, even for a firefighter. You're generally not lugging these things around like this too often. So this is a very unpredictable event. We don't know what's going to happen. These standings could be shaken up tremendously with this event.
Yeah, that's a high mark to get up there. Like you said, 40, what is it, 42, 48?
48 inches, 4 feet high. It's up to my chest. I'm not the shortest guy in the world here. It's up to my chest. Okay, that's a high platform to get that thing to.
Again, I got to give an advantage to the firefighters on this, because as a company officer, hydrants scare me. And so, you know, you're coming in at least as a firefighter and you're twisting hydrant wrenches all the time. You're more ready. I'm just giving you some insight as a firefighter, what I'm thinking, you know what I mean? They definitely have the advantage. But I'm sure they're going to overcome any kind of work fears to lift that thing up on that ledge.
Absolutely, Dom. While we have a moment before we start this event, as they're making the final preparations, big thank you to the Strongman Corporation team and Strongman Corp. Let's give it up for the folks that have to move all this stuff around and set all this up. Doing an absolutely phenomenal job. I tell you what, these lights are kind of hot up here. We're sweating from just talking, and they got to set up all this equipment, get it on and off of the stage. Most appreciated. Big thank you to our staff. Thank you to our judges, our timekeepers, and thank you to Dion. Where's she at? There she is. There's Dion. Big thank you to Dion. The big wig over there, Strongman Corporation.
Paul, listen, I know I promised only 2 more heat checks, and I know some of you are like, dude, enough with the heat check. But for the staff, can I please get a heat check? Excellent job, y'all. All right, we're getting ready. And I think we're going to end with fireworks here. You never know who's going to show up. Wink, wink. And it's about to be action-packed. So if you're walking around the exhibition, it doesn't matter what booth you're at. The place to be is here at the main stage for the grand finale of the world's strongest firefighter. All right, Paul, we are just about ready here now to get folks out for the grand finale. All right, y'all, so for this last event, due to the space, we're gonna call out one contestant at a time, and this truly is a test against oneself to get these hydrants up here. So Paul, let's get the first contestant out here for what is the last event of the World's Strongest Firefighter.
All right, here we go. We're gonna bring out competitor number 1, Julianne Durante.
Julianne is on her way. She's just taking it slow, one step at a time.
Dom, we have a little commotion in the back here.
There's something going on back there.
What it could be.
It might be like a surprise of some sorts. It might be something special. You never know when you get the last main event who's going to show up because it's action-packed. You know what I'm talking about? They're toying with us, Paul. Are they seeing something we can't, Paul? Who's coming out here?
You know, I sure would like to terminate this wait time.
Yeah, there's, you know, when I'm walking out in the booths, there's some predators that get me to come out to their booth, you know?
Man, I don't remember having to wait this long before, but I don't have a total recall either.
You know, I try to stay busy, but sometimes I find myself being the last action hero. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul. I'll do 2.
Listen, all these gifts you're giving me, it feels like I'm jingling all the way to Christmas here.
Hey, I love the color of these hydrants. We're gonna get some red heat going on this stage anytime. Throwback! Paul, you got this. Come on, Paul. Help Paul out. All right, here he is, y'all. The man, the myth, the legend, the former governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger!
Got debating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I got it down. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out.
Wow. What a treat. You never know who's going to show up. We were just going back and forth. Boss, what do you think for the last event here for the World's Strongest Firefighters?
Well, I tell you one thing. I love the World's Strongest Firefighters. As a matter of fact, I love every firefighter, women or men. I love them. They're true heroes. You know, I play the action heroes in the movies, but those guys and women are the true action heroes, and I've seen them firsthand how they fight the fires. And we started this competition 3 years ago in Los Angeles at the Santa Monica Pier. because we wanted to do something special for the firefighters, because we have seen their power and their energy and their courage when they fight those fires. And we had a lot of fires in California 3 years ago. And then I said to myself, we got to do something special to show to the public, not only in California, but worldwide, how strong those guys are. So we created the world's strongest firefighting competition at the Santa Monica Pier. And let me tell you something, we made the announcement 2 weeks before the competition, and we were sold out. The whole Santa Monica Pier was packed with people, so we knew there was a great interest and this great love for the firefighters. So this is really great that it has developed now into this. Look at the amount of people that are out there. That's fantastic. We just love you. You're great, great heroes. Okay, it's great to be back here today with you guys. Thank you.
Arnold, we love you. And as you heard earlier, we have raised well close to $500,000 for firefighter charities just since we've started it, and we could not have done it without the support of Arnold. So again, Arnold, from all of the firefighters to you, you are truly an advocate for all the men and women who are our heroes that do the work they do. Thank you, boss. Can I get a heat check for the governor? Can I get a heat check for the governor? Remember, y'all, signed by the boss. I don't know how rare a signed fire helmet and a fire axe is, signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I'll tell you, go ahead and get your raffle tickets for this signed item. $5 for raffle tickets. Everything goes to charity. And again, we got the boss front row and center. Is it going to be a crazy last event? Oh, now, okay, now y'all want to come through. Hey, for those who just joined, when we say, can I get a heat check, that's your key to know it's time to go nuts. So for the final event, for the whole exhibition, can I get a heat check? All right, it's time.
Tom, incredible moment. Arnold himself came to visit the world's strongest firefighter competition. Excuse me. And now that sets the stage for our final event.
And as you get ready, what it means to these competitors is you look over, and for many of them, their idol, they're going to push it harder than they ever did. All right. Here we go, Paul. First contestant.
All right, please welcome Julianne Durante. Athlete ready, judges ready.
Oh, making easy work of those hydrants. Paul, how much are those weighing right there?
These hydrants are incredibly heavy. They have weight added to the bottoms of them. And she's got to get that stood up on the platform in order to receive credit and move on to the next implement. She's now on to the larger hydrant.
Gosh.
She's going to fight and push that thing until it's standing up on its head.
Yeah!
30 seconds remain.
Watch your head there, watch your head.
The final object, the heaviest one of them all. 175 pounds in the final implement here. 10 seconds to go.
Let's make some noise! Round of applause time. Unbelievable, unreal. Paul, we talked about those hydrants being tough on the arms. That is not your standard power clean. That is digging in your arms. How much does that last hydrant weigh, Paul?
So the women's fire hydrants begin at 100 pounds. The second hydrant at 125. The third at 150 pounds. And the final hydrant, 175 awkward, unwieldy pounds that digs into the skin and basically is more of a wrestling match than a barbell lift.
I'll tell you what, Paul, they may be missing the sandbags after this hydrant. I'm missing the sandbags.
So we are going to alternate back and forth through the competitors based on their current position. So we're not going to run all the ladies first and then all the middleweights, etc., like we did on previous events. We're going to go ahead and bring out Trevor Cole. So the weights have changed. The first hydrant for Trevor, 175. The second, 200. The third, 225. And the final hydrant, 250 pounds.
That's the reward at the end, 255. All right, here we go.
Athlete ready. Judge ready.
Oh, he's getting that first one up there like a trophy. Easy work. Easy work on the first two.
Already on to the third implement. He's got it to the lap. He drives the hips in to get it popped up onto the platform. That is a 4-foot high platform. He has to raise those two. And look at this. He has the final one up.
Oh! He's got it up.
He's got to stand it up.
And he's got it up.
And he has done it.
Time. And he gets the bow. How does that feel in your arms?
Too easy, sir.
Too easy, he said. Too easy.
Dom, not only did Trevor finish that event, he did it in about 30 seconds. I don't have the official time, but 31.24 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, our next competitor, please welcome Jan Pepees.
This is the Czech Lion right here. This is the Lion, nicknamed the Lion. All right, Paul, we're getting ready here. We're getting set.
Here we go. Athletes ready. Judge ready. 60 seconds on the clock.
First one's up.
The goal to finish the entire course as fast as possible. Anyone that does not finish the course will be credited with the number of hydrants they did complete.
Oh, look at him power that up there. And let's make some
He
noise.
is
for
on to the
hydrant.
fourth and
Let's
final
make some
implement.
noise. Oh, get it up. He
has done it.
He got it. Yawn. Woo.
34.93 seconds.
That is an impressive time, Paul. You know, they're really digging in on this last hydrant. Hey, Paul, when you get the thing on the ledge, you still got to push it up. How much? That's not an easy push up there at 255, getting that thing balanced up.
Well, you'll notice a lot of the competitors are trying to get the very bottom edge of that up onto the ledge so that they can just stand it up as they load it. Unfortunately, when they get to the heavier hydrants, it's almost impossible. So they have to take it sideways, get it up onto the platform, and then push it to where it stands erect atop the platform to receive credit for the lift.
Hydrants with weights, who would have thought? Here we go, we're getting ready for the next contestant.
We are switching back to the ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Laura Moran.
Let's make some noise, y'all.
Athlete ready. Judge ready.
Oh, it's on. First hydrant's up. Easy. Easy work.
Little bit of a fumble on the second implement. Again, these things are so awkward. They're not just heavy, they're unwieldy. There are protrusions It is unevenly balanced. It is very hard to wrestle these things into position and get them loaded onto the platform due to the shape, the discomfort, and the weight of the object.
And she's getting under there, hooking it underneath. Gonna try to load that up top. Let's make some noise in the crowd. Come on. Let's make some noise. Oh, she's just, there we go.
20
Just
seconds
wheeling
to
it
go.
up. Just wheeling it up. Just wheeling it up.
Fighting for everything she's worth, and it comes crashing down. 10 seconds to go, Dom. Let's get behind her, folks.
10 seconds, come on.
Time.
All the way till the end, pushing through. Round of applause. Unbelievable.
What a gutsy display we saw there. Dom, she had that pressed against the platform for no less than 10 seconds, just fighting and grinding, trying to get that wrestled up over the ledge. Unfortunately, after expending that kind of energy, the hydrant came crashing down, and it is next to impossible to recover after that kind of battle with the fire hydrant.
And that last hydrant really is brutal on the grips. There's just no good way to get that thing up other than sheer will. Coming out next, let's keep it going for Andrew Morales. Andrew is in the hunt here.
Here we go. Athlete ready, judge ready.
And this is one of Columbus's own right here. Columbus, make some noise
pounds.
for Andrew. Let me hear Columbus make some noise.
200 pounds on the second one. Now 225 pounds.
Oh yeah, just like he's out in the streets of Columbus, just working those hydrants, getting them up. Just another day at the office for Andrew.
He was successful with the third one at 225. Now 250 pounds, the final implement in the fire hydrant medley.
Columbus, let's get a heat check. Oh, it's up.
And he's done it.
Andrew, Columbus's own. How you feeling?
Great.
44.84 seconds for Morales.
Wow, he got it up. And Paul.
So sub 45 seconds for Morales, Dom. Our next competitor coming to the stage at this time. Please welcome Mike McGowan.
Palm Beach, Florida, where you at? Palm Beach, Florida, station 47. The A shifter. We got an A shifter. Where are my A shifters?
Here we go. Athlete ready, judge ready.
Now, Paul, as someone who's on the A shift, I'll let you know, A shift has a reputation for just getting it done. Workers.
Well, he is working right now, Dom. He is already on to the third implement. He makes short work of the 225-pound fire hydrant. He's on to the final one.
Oh, he just
it's
gets
on
it
the
up.
platform. Can he stand it up?
And it's up for Mike.
And he has done it. I cannot wait to see the official time.
Hey, Mike, he might want to be careful because they might hire him to start moving hydrants. I mean, that seems efficient to me. I'm sure they can use trucks, but if I'm installing hydrants in the city, I'm getting Mike to just get them set up. I'm just saying.
So, Dom, we about lost our minds earlier when we saw someone finish in about the 30-second mark. Are you ready for the time of Mike McGowan?
What was Mike's time, Paul?
24.55 seconds.
I can't even get up for a call in 24 seconds. He just stacked 4 hydrants. Unbelievable. That's the time to beat. Who do we got?
All right, coming up next, last year's champion, Daniel Camacho.
Daniel Camacho, y'all. Last year's champ. I get ready for some fireworks. Here we go.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Oh, look at that. It's it. It's just a day at the office in Phoenix for Daniel Camacho.
Showing exactly why he is the defending champion here at the Strongman Corporation World's Strongest Firefighter.
Bam! Come on, let's go. Let me get a heat check for last year's champ.
Little fumble, but he still has plenty of time to work here. Got it back into the lap, big pop. It's up on the platform. He's got to stand it up here.
And that's no easy push right there, Paul. And it's up.
And success.
Dan Camacho. Daniel, how's it feel, the hydrant, when it's in the arm? It can't be comfortable.
No, they're definitely not comfortable. They're top heavy, so it really takes a lot to stand them up, but you know, I was doing good until the last one.
You handle business, man. Good job, brother. Daniel Camacho, everyone.
So 36.63 seconds for Camacho. We saw on the 4th implement, on that 4th hydrant, he had a fumble. He pulled it to the lap. It came right out of his arms on the way up, and that's the kind of thing we were talking about with how unwieldy and how awkward these implements are.
And coming up next, Paul gave me some French lessons in the back, so please give a warm welcome for Olivier de Loyer. Thanks, Paul. Representing Canada too. Hey, let me hear some noise from Canada in the building. All my Canadians, make some noise.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
And first one's up.
Olivia off and running here on this loading medley here at the World's Strongest Firefighter at the Arnold Sports Festival 2023. Thank you all so much for joining us here for this action. Let's make some noise for Olivier.
And here's that 4th hydrant, the beast. Oh, easy work, easy work. Oh!
And what a tremendous time.
Yes!
Dom, we may have a new leader. I'm waiting on the official time.
That looked incredibly fast. I can't even open a hydrant with a wrench that quick.
And Dom, we have a new leader with 23.12 seconds.
And Paul, with the last event and scores close, these can have an impact here. These scores at the end can really catapult people because we're competing for the strongest firefighter right now in the world.
That is going to shake up the rankings for sure. A very hard mark to beat. Hey, you know what? Our next competitor has as good a chance as anybody to beat that. Let's bring out Joseph Boyles. He has a steely look in his eye. He is focused.
Joe's coming out ready.
Athlete ready, judge ready. First hydrant up, no problem, on to the second implement. 200-pound hydrant up, he is on to the third.
Oh, he's cruising.
Moving steadily and methodically. He doesn't want to make any mistakes here. Third implement successful. He
Let's
is
make
on
some noise
to
for the
the
last
fourth
hydrant.
and
Here we
final
go.
implement.
And he gets it up. Let's make some noise as he pushes it up. Oh,
And he has done it.
Too easy.
A very respectable time of 29.74 seconds for Joseph Boyle.
And I got to mention one thing before this next contestant. We asked every competitor, what's your favorite Arnold movie? And for this next contestant, he just said, I'll be back. Terminator. Come on, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage at this time, please welcome Peter Juhas.
Coming out of Hungary right here. Where's my Hungary fam? Make some noise out there. We got some in the back. Let's get it going.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Oh, he's got the Rage Against the Machine. If that doesn't pump you up, I don't know what does. Oh, easy work. First two are gone.
He is flying through this course. He is already on to the fourth implement.
Juhas! Get the thing down, yes! Juhas!
Have you ever seen anything like that? Like they were toys.
Peter Juhas, too easy. Was it as easy as it looked?
Thank you.
He said thanks, easy. Add some more weights to the bottom. Peter Juhas, y'all.
The time is in. Dom, are you ready?
Wow.
18.00 seconds.
New record, 18 seconds. I mean, I can't even look at the hydrants in 18 seconds. They're lifting them up 48 inches. I can't even go down. 1,000. Oh, yeah, actually, come on, man, Paul.
So Juhas currently in the lead. Our next competitor, please welcome Casey Shu.
Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all.
Here we go.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Casey getting it up easy, and remember, Casey was destroying the deadlift. Absolutely owned the deadlift.
How much did that deadlift performance affect his low back and his hamstrings heading into this event?
Getting that third up.
He is on to the fourth and final.
The big
Let's see what he can do with this 250-pound hydrant.
They're done! Casey Shu!
And Casey, phenomenal time.
That was right there.
Chemo, dropped the mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm.
So Casey Shu clocked in with 26.30 seconds.
This next contestant right here, he's a hand crew guy. He fights the wildfires. You know him from the signature blue jeans. Give a warm welcome for Harry Walker. They check. The blue jeans are legal. They're tight, but they are legal.
Don't blink, folks. This guy is an animal. Athlete ready, judge ready.
And Harry's getting off to the races. I'll tell you, as someone that fights wildfires, Harry is constantly lifting chainsaws, generators, water pumps, and he's flying through the hydrants.
The speed of his transitions, he was able to move from one implement to the next so quickly.
Let's get a heat check for this fourth. Let me get a heat check! By any means necessary. Oh, look at that! Just pure determination. Oh, okay. I can't hear y'all, he said. Harry, different than a day in the wildland for you?
Exact same thing.
Just another day at the office for Harry out in Vegas, hand crew guy. Another round of applause. Good job, Harry.
32.08 seconds for Harry Walker. Our next competitor, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Hash.
Give it up for Zach Hash.
He's about to
And
hash
Paul
it out
is
with
coming
these
out to the
hydrants,
wire.
Asking the officials about positioning the hydrants here. He might want them to face a certain way, to be turned a certain way. That is completely legal. Here we go. Athlete ready. Judge ready.
First one is up.
On to the second. And a little bit of a slip there.
That edge is slippery, Paul.
Recovers nicely, was able to not lose too much time on that. Got it right back up on the platform.
Oh, the third with ease. No
Third
problem.
one was smoother than the second one.
We got
Now
the
he's
fourth.
on to
Make
the
some
final.
noise. Here comes that fourth. By any means necessary. Oh, what a recovery. He kills the third and the fourth. He kills it. Oh, man, I hit the arm.
So even with a slip on the second hydrant, 28.60 seconds.
Wow, that is up there and coming down to the wire. That's going to mean something in the final scores.
Our next competitor, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome for Alfonso Nieves.
And y'all know him as having the most impressive traps in the competition. Like we said, traps, you can serve a meal on those traps.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Oh, look at the first one up in a second. Oh, he's blazing through.
Look at that, he
Oh,
almost
third.
crossed it over
We
the platform.
might. Get up.
He's got to get it stood up.
Oh,
And
he
he's
gets
done
it
it.
up. Unbelievable time there.
He caught some air time on that third hydrant, almost threw it over the platform. Holy moly.
And it is so unique, Paul, getting it in a standing position. That's just that extra right there, that extra challenge. That is so tough.
So Alfonso clocks in with one of our fastest times of the day thus far with 20.62 seconds.
So this next contestant, we asked him, what's your favorite Arnold movie? He said The Expendables. He came in number 2. His nickname is Mongo. Put your hands together for Brooks Larkin! Brooks came in number 2 last year. I would expect some insane time right here. I would buckle up.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Oh, easy work on that first.
The man they call Mongo is off to a blazing start. He's on to the third hydrant.
Right there,
No
easy on the
problem for
third.
Larkin.
He's going on the fourth. He's gonna make some noise on the
250
fourth.
pounds.
Oh, he gets it up. Oh,
And he has done it.
That's got to be up there. Mongo, don't break my arm. Oh gosh. Yeah! Best ride of the day. Here we go, Brooks. That's Mongo, y'all. I'm curious, Paul. Everyone's curious.
That performance put Brooks Larkin currently into second place in the event with 18.35 seconds.
Oh my God, 18.3. He killed it.
The second fastest time thus far, but we have 3 more incredible athletes to go. Our next athlete, please welcome Cameron St. Amon.
And Cameron is working through some pain and some injuries here. Cameron is really putting it all on the line. He's gonna need some love here. Let's get some support, y'all.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
And Cameron gets that first up, easy work. And that second tilt right there, he's on pace. He's on pace.
You can see he has so much power in the hips and the back to be able to extend hard and launch that thing up onto the platform.
Let's make some noise on this fourth hydrant. Let's make some noise. Come on, y'all. Come on, Columbus. Oh, he gets
And
it.
look at
He
that.
gets it. Cam. Fighting through pain. Cam, unbelievable, my man. Unbelievable. Round of applause for Cam, y'all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Cameron has tape all over his leg. He injured his hamstring and has been doing this entire contest today on a blown hammy. So to be able to pick up those hydrants like that, not only up off the floor, but that extension from the lap position up onto the platform has got to be incredibly painful. For him to be able to perform like that is absolute insanity.
And our next guest, I'll tell you what, I was here last year, and this next contestant, he came up a little short, and I saw it in his eyes. When he was coming back, he meant business, and he means business. He was first in the prelims yesterday. He's in second right now. Nathan Warfel!
Dog, this guy's about 30 pounds bigger than when I saw him last year.
Oh, I knew backstage he was determined. Right after last year, he was ready. I would get ready, folks.
Athlete ready, judge ready.
Oh, that first one, I didn't even see the first one, Paul. Oh my, he's flying through.
Do not blink, ladies and gentlemen.
He gets up to third.
On to the fourth and final hydrant. What can he do with it?
He gets it up.
And he has got it.
That is quick.
4 hydrants. We're going to find the official time.
Some unbelievable recovery there, Paul. Just
Nathan Warfel with 21.88 seconds.
that is an impressive time. That is in the top of top times. Nathan was cruising.
That brings us to our final competitor. Our final competitor, currently in first place overall with 46.5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew Burton.
And I'm gonna ask y'all for the last event, loud enough to blow the roof off this building. Columbus for the last contestant. Can I get a heat check?
Athlete ready, judge ready.
That first one is up, and it's up quick. Second up fast. This man is determined right here.
If he wants to keep that number one position, he's got to do it quickly.
He's got it quick. Oh! He may have done it, Paul. That looked like the fastest to beat. Andrew, my God. That man, he had it all in his hands, and he performed.
Your official time for Andrew Burton, who came into the event in first place overall. 17.17 seconds.
17. That is the fastest on books.
All firefighters, please report to the backstage area. All firefighters, please report to the backstage area.
Unbelievable. Here with the boss, Arnold. What do you think about what you just saw?
I think it's awesome, the enormous power those guys have, and this is is exactly what I wanted the world to see. So I'm so glad that we have it, here, and we can cover it worldwide, that people can see the extraordinary strength that the firefighters have and the endurance that it takes. I mean, they've been competing yesterday and the day, the whole day. I mean, it's like unbelievable, the kind of endurance that they have and the willpower to succeed. It's like fantastic. I just love them.
You heard it from the boss. Unbelievable show for your firefighters. Another round of applause for Arnold and our strongest firefighters. Don't go anywhere. We're going to tally results, and it's time to figure out here for 2023 who is the strongest firefighter in the world. Paul, I didn't even do anything, and I'm exhausted. I feel like I lifted. Are y'all that just was unbelievable watching them go through this, get these hydrants up. Unreal. Noah, what do you think, dude?
I'm hyped. That's all I got to say.
Noah's hyped, y'all. A round of applause for our contestants. We're going to get everyone out here as we get the results ready.
When we do the actual awards, because you read out the top 6.
How many awards do we have?
And right now, our contestants are getting a signature challenge coin from Arnold with the governor's seal, a very special coin for their participation. And we have some firefighters trickling in from yesterday's prelims. Again, everyone's getting a coin commemorative for really stepping it up and putting it on the line. So another round of applause for all these firefighters. And now we're going to be giving out our prelim awards. Let me grab Paul here. We're going to get ready for these prelims. Stand by. All right, we're going to get for our prelim winner. First for the women's preliminary. Coming out number 1 in women's prelim. Give it up for Julianne Durante. Julianne, come up and get your medal for winning. Yeah! And coming up next, the winner for the middleweight division. You know him from the signature jean shorts, a true powerhouse, a wildland firefighter. Give it up for the strongest middleweight, Harry Walker. He blew through yesterday's preliminary. And yesterday, Arnold, this was a guy who, you can appreciate this because last year he put his heart into this and he came in and came out #1 in preliminary, and he was a man on a mission. We're gonna see how everything falls. But again, this guy went in and he didn't just come back and say, I'm gonna compete again. He says, I'm gonna go and be better, stronger, faster. Nathan Warfel. Okay, and Paul's going to join us here. We're going to get ready to announce the winners. First, we're going to do a very special photo op with someone that's very close to our hearts. Can I get Steve Owen out here? Because Steve Owen, he had an incident where he suffered a burn, and we want to get him out on the stage. He's fought hard. He wants to be a firefighter, and we just wanted to acknowledge him, Steve Owen, to keep up the good fight and keep fighting, brother. We're all behind you. We love you. And now, the moment you've been waiting for the world's strongest firefighter. We're gonna hold up here this special Tiffany's Crystal Award here in addition to the axe, the very coveted world's strongest firefighter axe. This is what's on the line from Arnold, from the Strongman Corporation, and Lobos Tequila, who sponsored and helped the event. It is time to find out who the world's strongest firefighter. Paul, start us out with the third place contestant.
Your third place winner in the world's strongest firefighter with 56 points, Nathan Warfel.
Yeah, come give us, we'll get another, let's take another walk right here. Nathan, unbelievable. Dude, you put it out there real quick. You came back, you laid it on the line. How was it for you?
Man, it's another amazing experience, just like last year. It's awesome to be back and to see these guys again and all the new guys. I'm just happy and happy to be here, and I'm coming back, and I'm taking #1.
Good job, Nathan. You're coming back. I know he'll come back. Paul, who's the second? I can't take the suspense anymore.
In second place with 57 points, Brooks Larkin.
Mongo! Brooks, you did unbelievable. How was it for you?
I feel like the Eagles, but I'm very proud of the work I did put in, and I want to thank everybody that makes this possible. Y'all don't see what happens behind the scenes, but these guys crush it for us, and I'm very undeserving of it, but you guys do it nonetheless. I just want to say thank you, especially to this guy right here.
Another round of applause for Brooks. Killed it. Mongo.
Fortune Feemster. Yep, co-star of his new Netflix show and stand-up comedian. She'll do it with him.
Okay.
Co-star of his new Netflix show. Yeah.
Okay, and to give away the #1, the coveted axe, we have Arnold being joined by Fortune Feemster, comedian who is the co-star of Arnold's Netflix show. Give it up for Arnold and Fortune, rising star here. Fortune Feemster in the house. Let's make some noise. tune in for their show on Netflix. It's going to be rocking and rolling the powerhouse. Let's see though, Paul, who is the #1 strongest firefighter on planet Earth right now?
In first place with 64.5 points, your 2023 World's Strongest Firefighter, Andrew Burton.
Get a photo here with Andrew.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest.
Andrew.
Like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state.
Andrew, how does it feel, Andrew, to be the strongest firefighter on planet Earth?
Very surreal. Did not expect this to happen at all, but I'm glad that my training came through for me, and I get to bring it home to Texas.
Arnold, what do you think about standing next to the world's strongest firefighter right now?
Well, you know, I feel like a little chicken next to him. I mean, this guy looks powerful. He's big. I mean, can you believe the way he lifted up those hydrants? I can't believe it. They look like they weigh 5 pounds. But it's amazing the strength you have and how quickly you did that. And I know that you guys don't drink, but I brought you a bottle of Lobos Tequila. Just to make sure, okay?
Just to ease the pain.
Something to celebrate today, all right?
That's it.
All right.
Arnold, if you had to get rescued by any firefighter, who would it be coming through that door you'd want to see?
Well, this is it. I mean, this is the top right there. But I tell you one thing, there's always somebody that wins. But I want to make sure that everyone else understands they're not losers. They're all winners. They're all great, great heroes. So I am proud of all of you here today. Every single one that can beat it. I love you all, okay? Keep coming back.
Andrew, hold up that axe for the world. Let them know all the firefighters strong. Round of applause for all the firefighters. Big round of applause for the Arnold Strongman Corporation, all the staff, all the firefighters. One last time, Columbus and everyone here. Can I get a heat check?
If the head right, Biggie there, air night. Papa been smooth since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls walk to us.
All right, y'all. Now let's go get to work and fight some fires.
Like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily. Take that. Recently, frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace. Keep my peace. Cubans with the Jesus peace. With my peace.
All right. What an incredible show put on by our world's strongest firefighter competitions. Guys, coming up next, we have day 2 of our seminar series. We're going to be kicking things off with Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman. This is a free event right here. This is open seating, so make your way in. We're going to have Ronnie and Jay, followed up by Flex Wheeler, and we're going to wrap things up tonight with Noel Dazel. So we got those seminars coming up right away. All the seats are open except these front table seats, guys, so we're just going to have you clear out the front table seats for our seminar. Once again, in just a few moments, we're going to be bringing Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler out on stage for our seminar, followed up by 4-time Arnold Classic champion Flex Wheeler and one of the most popular men in fitness, Noel Dazel. So you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to get started here in just a few moments.
In the Brooklyn basement, face it, not guilty. That's how I stay still. Richer than richer, so you just come and get me. Come on.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. I guess that's why they're broken, you're so fake. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your